Good evening, everyone, and happy Wednesday. It is Wednesday, November the 20th, and here we are with another What's New. I am going to give you a bit of a heads up. My voice is a little froggy this evening, so I'll be taking lots of breaks for water, but that just gives you lots of time to jump in with questions, to make comments, and maybe even before we get started, I am going to give you a question to answer in the comments. How many of you have already finished your holiday shopping? I'm hoping that there's only a very few of you who have finished. If you're like me, maybe I've started one or two things, but still a long way to go. But you know, let's get the chatter started, and let's see how everybody's feeling these days. This is Sherry from the Paper Crafters Workshop, here from the Whitby studio, across the room. And of course, just like last night, unfortunately, I think Matt's going to get his throat tickle going on, so please forgive him as he coughs in the background. But he is manning the comments and all of the technology across the room there.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
So far, the answer to your question is nope, and you are so funny.
Ha ha ha. Well, I'm glad I'm not alone. Here is the information if you want to see more of what we're showing tonight and other new arrivals from the November category. You're going to go to papercraftersworkshop.ca, click on the new arrivals tab, and choose November to see what's going on. You are either watching us here on Facebook or here on YouTube, either live or on replay. We are an equal opportunity video watching channel, so hopefully you are tuning in and seeing what's new. Also, don't forget to check out our Instagram. We like to put lots of fun stuff up there as well.
Lynn said she's almost done.
Lynn?
Stocking stuffers.
Oh, good for you, Lynn. Lynn is almost done. Just stocking stuffers. Well, you know, we've got some fun with stocking stuffers at the store. We've got our hand creams and our lip balms, and Matt just picked up an order from Eat My Shortbread. Some more shortbread cookies coming. Don't tell Donna. There's more fudge coming as well, some additional flavors. We have lots of stocking stuffers. Okay, so here's part 2 of that question. How many of you buy your own stocking stuffers? I try very hard not to buy my own stocking stuffers. There's usually the occasional thing that maybe Matt doesn't really want to buy or I'm very particular about, but for the most part, we like to keep it a surprise. All right, so not to keep you in suspense, we've got 2 brand new paper lines. I'm going to start off with paper tonight. And if you have a little boy in your life, or even in my case, maybe not a not so little boy who likes construction, who likes outer space, we have 2 new collections from Echo Park that I am sure you are going to love.
See, let's ask the question back.
Oh.
Does one ever finish shopping?
Does one ever finish shopping? Well, you got a very valid point, because I do tend to pick up things throughout the year. The key is remembering where you put them. Remember those days where, you know, all of a sudden we're taking inventory in our head and we're like, oh wait, hold on. Anyways, we digress. Speaking of little ones, again, we've got Little Builder and Blast Off from Echo Park. Really super cute. You know, these collections tend to do very well for us because little boy paper, or boy paper in general, is really hard to come by. So you know what, this might be a little bit geared to littles, but if you've got a Mr. Fix-It, you could always cut out the word little here and make a really cute Father's Day card or a more masculine birthday card. Or you know what, I'm not even going to specify, because maybe you have a little Miss Fix-It And I'm sure there's a way that you could make that work for you as well. So girls and boys alike can like space, as well as,
What about older boys?
yeah, any boys. My university boy likes outer space. Look at those cute little aliens. Here's a look at the sticker sheet here. So with these two collections, we did only bring in collection packs, not single sheets. We do have the coordinating solids for both. So if you like, let me get these in the right order. If you like to have the matching papers, those are available. We did bring in ephemera and frames and tags. So this is Little Builder. Got the little traffic letters and some cute little frames. Mess Maker. That's actually good for Chris. Chris is our crafty mess maker. So you know what? Lots of uses, lots of things. Run, jump, climb, play. I'm sure we all know people like that. For Blast Off, again, ephemera and frames and tags, just some great little accents and embellishments for your projects. And certainly not the least, but we do have the 6x8 pads, or sorry, 6x6 pads. I misspoke. 6x6 from Echo Park. If you are planning a birthday party, or again, maybe you want to make a whole bunch of cards to get you through the year for birthday, then the 6x6 pads will get you there. So those are two new collections from Echo Park. I will give you fair warning that the next couple of months will be a lot of what we like to call evergreen lines. So things like,
Random stuff.
well, not necessarily random. There are things that you want to have to stock and build your stash to last you the rest of the year. So there will be birthday, there will likely be wedding, there will be, well, we know Valentine's is coming up. Basics, little boy, little girl, that kind of stuff. So that's what you can, expect to see coming in the next, well, probably through December and then into January. We do still have some winter lines coming as well. Our Simple Stories order, they had some trouble down in Simple Stories land, and so our shipments have been a little bit delayed, but it will get here. I promise. I promise it will get here. Okay, you've got all this paper that you are planning to use. Now you need something to hold it all. We are happy to have these two new, what are they, a vinyl mesh zipper pouches from 49 and Market. We know 49 and Market for their little canvas pouches. I use mine for my iPad, and I know Darlene uses hers for a couple different things. Those are super fun and pretty. These ones are what I would call a little bit more functional, but still pretty with that beautiful teal zipper pouch at the top. Back,
Would look better in green.
it definitely would look awesome in green. Back in, when was it that we had the orange ones? Excuse me.
Summertime.
Was that anniversary?
I don't remember.
Or maybe it was summer flash sales. During our summer flash sales, we had pouches that were similar to this with the orange zipper. They're a little bit different. Yeah, no, you're right. They are very much the same. So they are a more of a solid vinyl here with the mesh reinforcing inside. This is a 12 by 12. And when I say 12 by 12, I mean it will fit easily a 12 by 12 collection pack. So it's probably closer to a,
Over 13 by 13.
if you can hear Matt in the background, it is larger than 13 by 13. But we're going to call it 12 by 12 and that's what the code says, because it holds 12 by 12. So very much like Totally Tiffany, the size that is listed is what it holds, not necessarily what the actual dimensions are. And again, this beautiful little zipper pull keeps it open, keeps it closed. And then I actually really like this size. So this is a 6 by 12. Again, if you are a 49 and Market fan, and I think I've got a stack here, and you like your laser cuts, Good thing I just saw these this morning. So if you like your 49 and Market laser cuts, these pouches would be ideal for storing them. Again, it fits the 6x12, so it is a little bit bigger in size all the way around and super versatile for all those really long, really skinny, but really delicate things that you want to store in, or maybe not even so delicate. I can see myself packing for vacation in these. I can see putting 6x8 pads in there. Who knows? Lots of goodies. Oh, don't want to lose my little herbs. Put that away. Okay. So those are 2 new pouches. 49 a Market. Beautiful teal. Would love it in green, but not to be just at this time. Okay, rolling right along. Before I get into my next bin, Matt, I don't know if you can do a drum roll. We have something back in stock that we have been waiting for a really long time. And I think it was a production manufacturing issue, but at long last, my favorite glue is back in stock. This is the Nuo Deluxe glue in the 60 milliliter size bottle. This was the original. This is the one that fits inside your glue press. And in comparison, this was the jumbo one that we have had the big one in stock, but the little one has been out of stock for quite some time. So if you are looking to get add-ons for your glue press, if this is your favorite glue, just like mine, go and scoop a couple of jars. Don't hoard it, but grab a couple, get back in stock. It's funny, when I pulled this one out, I'm like, oh, that's really teeny, because I'm so used to using this one. But I do like the small size here again, and it will fit inside your glue press. Oops, put that away. Put that off to this side because I need to restock my stash. Okay, sip of water. And we're back. So we are happy to have some new Pink and Main goodies. We were playing with some stuff a little while ago with Foilables and that kind of thing. And every time, one thing I like to do when we start partnering with a new company is going back and looking for those hidden gems, looking for those things that maybe aren't part of a release. And first off, we have the ergonomic blender brush from Pink and Main. We've had a couple of different brands over the years that are similar to this, but I know that this one has been really popular. Not quite, oh, there we go. Want to make sure I do this properly. So this is a larger blending brush. This would be great for doing large backgrounds or larger stencils. It comes with a little stand, and then you just pop this guy out. Don't want to break it. There we go. And these are all beautiful individual bristles, and it's got this ergonomic handle so that it's a lot easier for you to blend with. I have seen people fist it kind of like this, but I like to do it like this. This one is nicer than some of the other ones I've tried. I have little short stubby fingers, so I found with other brands, my fingers tended to get kind of stuck in there, but this is a nice ergonomic way that you can just kind of cup it in the palm of your hand and ink blend. Now, I would use this primarily with dye-based inks. I wouldn't get into your oxides or anything that is pigment-based because it'll gum up all of these beautiful soft bristles. But if you haven't tried these, I might say this would be an ideal stocking stuffer. Get 1 or 2 for your collection. There are also smaller ones as well. We've had those in the store for a little bit now, but it really just depends on your needs. Sorry, all this crinkling. Get that back in the box. Another hidden gem that I have brought in And I think I might actually hear some little squeals of happiness when you see these action wobblers. We used to get them from Art Impressions, and it's unfortunately been a long time since we've done an order with Art Impressions. So I was really happy to find these back in, well, not back in, but find them again now with Pink and Mane. And what is an action wobbler? Well, if you want to put something on the front of your card and you want it to wiggle and wobble as the name states, it's a little spring-loaded device. Let me get this out of the way. Little spring-loaded device that you attach to your card, attach to your decorative element, and then it does just wibble and wobble. I will have to do a learning live on these and just show you how they work, but they are super fun. If you have never used them before and you grab them before we have a chance to doing a learning live, here is the trick. There is a thin side and there is a thicker, heavier piece of plastic. The heavier piece of plastic goes on top because that way you're going to get more wiggle and wobble on your element, given the weight of it, than you will if you do it the other way around. Now, if you happen to do it the other way around, not a big deal, but that was the trick that I've always tried to follow so that you get lots of wobble action in your device. We got an eek. Excellent. 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 So in these packs, you get 10 in total. You get 5 of these larger ones, and you get 5 smaller ones as well. So, oh, I'd be giggling the whole time. That's not even in question. I love these guys, and I'm just really happy that we were able to get them back in. And you know what? If you need something super cute to put on your wibbles and wobbles, we've got a new stamp set. Now, these are peeking snowmen. They're called Snowman Peekers. So I'm not sure that you necessarily would want them on a wobbler. You kind of want him peeking in from a frame or a window or the side of your project. But I am a sucker for snowmen, so I could not resist these little guys. They've been posting in our retailer group. The actual Pink and Mane release doesn't go live, I think, until, well, maybe tomorrow.
This week, probably.
This week sometime. So I will definitely share some more samples with these guys. These literally just came in, so I haven't even had a chance to play with them, but he is darling. As a staple, as a basic, I brought in this lovely die set. It is called Extra Large Sentiment Strip Dies. So if you are someone who loves doing banners and sentiment strips for your card, but hate doing it with scissors because it never ends up even, well, here is a great little set that gives you tons and tons of options. And I like the nice, wide, chunky options so that you can put lots of great sentiments on there and just have lots of fun. You know what? Another thing that would be fun is this one to me looks like it is approximately that 4 inches for a card base. Do a whole bunch of these in different colors and just stack them and layer them. Make more of a striped card. That dovetail finish would be super fun and super different. So that is the sentiment strips. Now, oh my, we are into the foil. So first and foremost, from an organizational standpoint, I have brought in some of the Cheer Foil swatch cards. I will be fully transparent. I mostly bought them for me and for the store so that we can create a swatch library to see what all the different foils look like. But if you are someone who wants to organize your foils and have them all neat and tidy, these come in a pack of 10. And this little piece here is a toner square that you would just put your little piece of foil on it, run it through your make machine or your laminator, and create your own swatches. Another great stocking stuffer that you can work on over the holiday break. From a restock standpoint, I believe we had these before, maybe not. These maybe are new. This is the Snowfall. So no, I think the theme of this release is winter and snowfall. Now, so some of these things I'm going to show you are new. Some of them are restocks. I will try to accurately reflect which ones are new.
Ask me, I just said
Matt just set them up, so he's going to be able to tell us. So we've got Hello Winter, Let It Snow, Baby It's Cold Outside, some cute little snowmen, lots of great snowflakes. So these are your foilable die cuts. We have this guy back in stock. I know we had that one before and it sold really quickly. We did also bring in the blue, I think it's called Sparkle Blue foil that we had a sample with this, and it was absolutely stunning. Don't forget, you can ink blend on these panels as well. So if you want more of a night sky versus a white sky, you could absolutely create that for yourself. I brought in some mittens. Super cute. This one are snowflake frames.
Can you just do a really quick recap of what toner foil is?
Sure. I've got some questions about toner foil. Really quick recap. Okay, so with the Pink and Main system, with the foilable system, you need some kind of device, whether it is a mink machine or a laminator, that is going to apply pressure and heat as you roll it through the machine. And what it does is it takes the toner. So all of these foilables use toner ink. This is probably your good example. Where it's black is where the ink is. And what the heat and pressure does is it heats up that ink, makes it sticky, so that when you've got a piece of foil on top of it, the foil sticks and it transfers the foil onto the paper. So whenever you're looking at any of these foilables, where it's black is where your foil is going to attach. Now, sometimes the kit comes, and maybe this is a better example, this one here. The kit comes that you've got the black here as the leaves, and here the black is the background. So you've got both the positive and negative right in this kit. However, say you only had this one. If you purchase the toner sheet, you can get full sheets or sheets that are fully covered in toner. You can make your own negative with that piece of foil that comes back. Go back and check out my Learning Live on the Make Machine, but that is the nuts and bolts. Where you see black, that is where the foil is going to attach using a heat device like a laminator or a Make Machine. We all love our Make Machine, but if you have a laminator, that is also a good place just to get started and see if you're going to fall in love with this, and I know you will. So we've got the mittens, we've got snowflakes. This one's got big ones and small ones. This was the snowflake frame with positive and negative. And then I brought in some basics because you know what? We all need to build our basic stash. So we've got leafy branches. Excuse me. We've got stars. I brought in a plaid. We've got, let me pull these all out here. This one is called woven. So you've got some that are straight up and down and left to right, and then some diagonal ones as well. And typically with these, you get half of each pattern. So you get 4 straight on and 4 of the diagonal.
There's a lot of different combinations that you should look online.
Okay, so look on the website and you can tell. Yeah, there's some fun stuff. So this one is called Geo Patterns. Look at how fun those are. I really liked this one. It was called Spotlight. So it's kind of like those sun rays. And again, some slightly different patterns. And then we all need some good polka dots. And let me tell you, deciding was hard. I tried to limit myself to 10. Did I achieve that? 2, 4, 6, 8. Oh, I got 9 plus some of the new ones. So I did pretty good. I could easily fill like a whole wall with foilables. But you know what? We're all going to start slow. We're going to build our collection. We're going to fall in love and we'll move on to the next thing. I think Darlene might, Darlene is already trying to figure out where all of these are going to fit. So go and buy them. Go and buy, if you want more patterns and different patterns, go and buy the ones we got so we can bring in more. So these ones are all A2 panel. So they're 4 by 5 1/4. They're just a little bit smaller than that A2. We also have brought in 2 packs of the larger ones. So these are 8.5 by 5.5. So you could get 2 card panels out of each one. This one is more of a winter one, winter fun. So we've got snowflakes, we've got mittens again, we've got toques and boots. Those were cute little snowmen. And again, positive and negative so that you can do both. And then this one is a nice standard one with polka dots, stripes, really funky checkerboards. I'm not going to bring it up to the camera because it'll probably shut down on me. Little zigzaggies and lots of fun stuff. So some nice basics, some nice winter stuff. And once again, I think we really try to encourage this. If you've got young crafters in your life, this foiling system is ideal. It is almost foolproof. We've had tons and tons of success in getting people to learn and fall in love with this and be successful pretty much every single time you do it. So if you've got young crafters, this would be super fun for them to craft with you. And then we brought in some more foil because, you know, you can have pretty patterns, but without pretty foil, you're not going to go very far. And again, try to focus a little bit on winter. So we've got the lavender tinsel, which is so pretty. And this was a request that I thought, you know what, that's a good one. I'm going to bring in more. The satin aqua is brand new. It's got more of a satin finish versus the mirror finish. So it's really soft and pretty. And then I just couldn't resist these ones. So this one is called Icicles, kind of a holographic shattered look. This one is called Vintage Black. So it's got the black and the gold on that silver background. When we first brought them in, we had red vintage. This is now black vintage, just to give you a little bit difference. And then, you know what? I just thought this one was fun, and I don't know if it's going to translate super well on the camera. It's called Oil Slick. If you can imagine, you know, a little puddle of oil or gasoline on your driveway, and it's got all those pretty rainbow colors on that more pewter background, that's what that looked like. So yeah, I'm already thinking ahead to some masculine applications for this and just funkiness. So those are new. We did restock on some of our other colors. Like I said, the starry blue or sparkle blue, I can't remember now what it's called. And I think there were a couple of others that we restocked on as well. So lots and lots of foiling fun to be had with Pink and Me. And I've got one pile left, but first, water. Do we have any questions so far, Matt?
Nope.
Nope, just squeals of delight, which is good. Before I get deep in this pile, I've got 2 little random items to share with you. First is an Inside Sentiment stamp set from Photoplay. It's called Inside Out Laughter, and it's got little sentiments like a day without laughter is a day wasted. Your laugh is my favorite sound. If you're too busy to laugh, you're too busy. And then this one, our laughs are limitless, our memories are countless, our friendship is endless.
Whoa.
So some really nice little sentiments there that you could use for so many different occasions. And then speaking of laughter, speaking of giggles, speaking of action, oh my stars. This is Rocky the Dancing Yeti from Spellbinders. I did have a sample, and I think he's already made his way to the store, so we'll have to find him and get him up on the wall. But this is a dancing Yeti, so it's yet another set in the Dancing Dudes collection from Spellbinders. There's a little hole for his feet that you use to dance. I do recommend the sticky thumb, the sticky thumb foam circles for these, because they are nice and tall, give you lots of room for your legs to wibble and wobble. And then he's got all kinds of little accessories like a Santa hat, a bow, a party hat, a coffee mug, his scarf, earmuffs. This is a little whipped cream doodah to go on top of his cup. Oh, look, I called it a party hat. It's actually an ice cream cone. He's got a flower, a bow, two different toques, and then antlers. He's got horns and just so much cuteness. I know Darlene made a purple one. I made the blue one. I don't think we.
Is this the one that you guys did during the Spellbinders?
We did it. Yeah,
Giggled and giggled.
we giggled all the way through making this little guy because he is too cute. The fact that he even has a little belly button is just, it shows the level of detail that Spellbinders puts into their dies. All right, so that is Spellbinders.
Somebody had fun designing that one.
They certainly did. They certainly did. And you know what? You draw a couple little eyelashes on each eyeball, and you've got Rockette, the dancing Yeti. Okay, we are going to finish off strong, and we are going to talk about the newest release from Concord and Ninth. So we have a few different winter items that are from Concord and Ninth specifically, and then we have a few items from Christina Werner's latest release, which has some birthday stuff as well as some pet stuff. Now, full transparency, these literally arrived today, got processed today. So none of us have had time to play with them. I'll do my best to show you the samples on the back, but I know Darlene is already planning to do some playtime this weekend. So hopefully we'll have some samples to share with you next week. All right, first one is called Our House. And I'm going to flip this over here just to show you the different elements. Now you could build this house on a card front, or you could make it its own card simply by offsetting that top right against the fold so that that fold stays true. And on the main die set, you've got the house. What's that for? You've got the house, you've got a door, you've got some garden elements, you've got some banner elements like hooray, like little lights and all kinds of extra things. And you know what? Sometimes I look at some of these dies, they're jam-packed. There's so much in here, and I kind of go, huh? I don't know what to do with some of these things, like these guys. Well, remember that Concord and Ninth always puts a little QR code on their packaging. What you do is you take your phone with your camera, you hover it over, you'll see a little link pop up, you tap that link, and it'll take you directly to a YouTube video that will show you how to use it. The other thing you could do is simply go to the Concord and Ninth YouTube channel, type in the product name, and it'll tell you what it does. But that is the main die set. There is also an add-on die set, or they call it extras, that have some extra window shutters, some extra window panes, and some extra garden elements that you can add onto that. That one doesn't have a picture. There is a stamp set. Now we kept these all as standalone because, you know, maybe you just want the stamp set. If you have a different kind of house, then maybe you just want the stamp set. We didn't want to tie this into the die specifically. So you're invited, celebrate from all of us. Happy holidays, happy new home, some great little elements. And then these little guys would just be bricks for your house. And then speaking of bricks, they got really clever and they created an embossing folder as well. So what you would do is you would cut out your house, then put the embossing folder into place and get that roof element as well as some bricks all popping up and creating extra dimension on your project. So that is Our House. Excuse me. This was another one that when I first saw it, I'm like, huh? But oh my stars, I've seen some samples and they are super cute. This one is called By the Fire. And it is actually a cast iron wood burning stove. And it's got the little pots, it's got the little log holder, it's got the little basket. We used to have a stove like this in our family room when I was a kid. So this, you know, this kind of touches my nostalgic heart. It's got the little kettle, it's got the fire for inside the fireplace, and I think it is just simply darling. They've done some really neat stuff, so we can go and make sure we get some samples posted for that. We did pair up the stamp set this time, so you've got some different texture backgrounds. Have a cozy day, warmest winter greetings, and hello. To go along with this, if you want to make a really fun background, there is the wood slat embossing folder as well. So it's got the little wood planks, really creates a neat little background. And again, you could use it on its own or with this cute little fireplace. And then continuing in the winter theme, and Megan Andrew did a video with this set on the weekend or last week, and she did some really fun stuff with it too. This is called Alpine Village. And again, join me in saying, huh? Well, that's the huh. It creates this beautiful little snow village. Kind of reminds me of Blue Mountain, where you've got the little ski hill, you've got the skating pond, you've got the little houses in the village and all the different elements. But like I said, go check out Megan's. I think it's on her Instagram, because she's done some different variations. Some of them are different seasons. Some of them are have nothing to do with winter whatsoever. So don't think that just because this is called Alpine Village that you can't change the colors and change the season on it. But there's some really fun elements to this. Even your little people here, whether they're skating or whether they're just going for a walk, you can do your own thing. The stamp set, have a festive day, 'tis the season, you're wonderful and I love you, may your day be snowy and bright, and then some extra little elements like cobblestones and little ripples on the ice skating pond. So that is Alpine Village. And then last but not least, we get into Christina Werner's elements. We thought about bundling these two, but I think they both stand alone pretty well, so you can choose to do both. Sorry about that. Choose to do both or one or the other. So this is a beautiful little happy birthday set. Time to celebrate. Wishing you a happy birthday from all of us. Happy wishes for a special day. Just a really great, versatile, extra large happy birthday set. And then there is a coordinating die that you can either use with the stamp set or use on its own. It is a big happy birthday, but when you've got a really clean and impactful sentiment, you don't always need a lot of anything else on your card. And then Christina has done a series of pet items. We have these as bundles, and then we have these two items either as a stamp set on its own or as a stamp and die bundle. So let's start with let's start with the sad one, then we can end on a happy note. So this is Love and Missed. So very sorry, forever you are loved, you are missed. The love of a friend has no end. There are never enough. They are never with us long enough. Sending love and hugs. So whether you have lost a little furry friend or you know someone whose furry friend has gone over the rainbow bridge, this stamp set I think you can use for many, many different occasions. Not occasions, but people and their furry ones. I'm not saying that right, but you know what I mean. And then if you wish, you can get the add-on die as well. So in the bundle where you got Love, Missed, So Very, and then some strips and elements here, the little paw print that you can die cut out. So up to you whether you want the standalone or you want the bundle. And then whether you are adding to that sympathy set or you just want to celebrate your furry friends, there is the Puppy Paw Tea. And if you are looking for this on the website and you spell it out, there is a hyphen between paw and ty. So this is the dog version. You've got lots of little lots of little canines here. It's Paw Tea time, fur reel. You doing?
How you doing?
Oh, Howl. I was looking for, okay, I get it now. At least they put it together because I was looking for it. Sorry about that. And again, there is the die, so we've got this bundled for you. And then we have Live in the Meow with your kitty cats. I loaf you, feeling fine, you're my person, press pause and live in the meow. So we will end our learning live with those cheerful little four-legged friends. And
last shipment of these. This will be our last shipment of the blue ones.
Okay.
So, if people are thinking about it.
All right, let me bring this over late breaking news. Platinum Scout, we just received our last shipment of the Blue Mist Independent Exclusive Scout. Sorry, guys. Once these are gone, we won't be able to get any more. Spellbinders is sold out, and they will not be restocking the blue ones. We will still get the white ones. Don't you worry about that. Scouts are not going away, just the blue version. So if you had an affinity for the blue Scout, I've got my little guy right here. He's so cute. He's so pretty. If you want this for Christmas, I recommend grabbing it now or telling that family member, telling Santa that you want it now. Go and grab your Blue Mist Scout before they're gone. Okay, now that's it for real. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Thank you for continuing with me as my voice decided to start failing. And we wish you a wonderful weekend. One last thing that I didn't mention earlier, we are closing the store at 2 o'clock this Saturday. Our team is going to have some fun. We are going to an escape room and going just to have some great team time and celebrate the year that has gone past. So if you would like to see us in person on Saturday, please come before 1:30. We are closing the doors at 2 p.m. Other than that, hope you are all well, and we will talk to you next week. Take care, everyone.